Hello and welcome to the Easy English Podcast. I am your host, and I am so happy you're here with me today. Whether you are driving your car, washing the dishes, or just relaxing at home, thank you for choosing to practice your English with me. In this podcast, I speak slowly and clearly. I use simple, everyday vocabulary so that you can understand me easily. This is the perfect place to improve your listening skills and grow your confidence. Today, we are talking about a very common problem. It is a problem that every single language learner faces. Have you ever learned a new English word, repeated it 10 times, wrote it down in your notebook, but the next day, you completely forgot it? If you said yes, do not worry. You are not alone. It happens to me, and it happens to everyone. Today, our topic is how to remember new English words. By the end of this 40-minute episode, you will have 5 powerful, easy strategies to memorize vocabulary so that it stays in your brain forever. So get comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's start learning. Before we talk about how to remember words, we need to understand why we forget them. Our brains are very smart. Every day you see thousands of things. You see cars, advertisements, trees, and people. If your brain remembered every single detail, it would be too tired. So your brain acts like a filter. It throws away information that it thinks is not important. When you look at a list of English words and just read them once, your brain says, "Oh, this is just a random list. I don't need this." And it deletes the words from your memory. This is called the forgetting curve. A famous scientist named Hermann Ebbinghaus discovered this. He found that if we learn something new, we forget 50% of it within 1 hour if we do not practice it. Within 1 week, we forget 90%. So our goal today is to tell your brain, hey, do not throw this English word away. This word is very important to me. Let's look at the best ways to do this. Strategy number 1 is never learn words alone. Always learn in context. What does this mean? Many students buy a notebook and write a list of words. For example, apple beautiful, run decision. They try to memorize this list. This is a bad idea. Words are like fish. A fish cannot survive outside of water. A word cannot survive outside of a sentence. The sentence is the water. If you want to learn the word decision, do not just write decision. Write a full sentence about your own life. For example, yesterday I made a good decision to study English. When you put the word in a sentence, it creates a picture in your mind. Your brain loves pictures and stories. Let's practice this right now together. I will give you a word. The word is delicious. It means very, very tasty. Now I want you to say a sentence out loud using the word delicious. Think about your favorite food. I will give you 5 seconds. Speak out loud. Great job. You might have said, "My mother's pizza is delicious." Or, "The coffee I drank this morning was delicious." By connecting the word to your real life, you will remember it tomorrow. Strategy number 2 is called spaced repetition. Spaced repetition is a magic trick for language learning. Remember the forgetting curve we talked about earlier? Spaced repetition is how we beat the forgetting curve. Instead of studying a word for 1 hour on Monday, and then never looking at it again, you should space your practice out. Here is how it works. You learn a new word today. You review it tomorrow, 1 day later. You review it 3 days later. You review it 1 week later. You review it 1 month later. Every time you review the word, just before you forget it, the memory becomes stronger. It moves from your short-term memory to your long-term memory. You can use flashcard apps on your phone to do this automatically. An app like Anki or Quizlet will show you the words at the exact right time. Just 10 minutes a day on your phone will completely change your English vocabulary. Welcome back. Let's move to strategy number 3. This is my favorite one. Make the words emotional or funny. Your brain remembers things that make you laugh, things that scare you, or things that surprise you. This technique is called a mnemonic. A mnemonic is a memory tool. Let's say you want to learn the English word bald. B-A-L-D. Bald means a person who has no hair on their head. To remember this, you can imagine a funny picture. Maybe imagine a man walking in the cold winter, and because he is bald, a big funny bird lands on his head to keep him warm. Make the picture crazy and colorful in your mind. Let's try another one. The word is exhausted. It means very, very tired. Imagine yourself running a marathon, and at the end you fall onto a huge, soft bed of feathers and fall asleep immediately. You are exhausted. Repeat after me with a tired voice. I am exhausted. Say it again. Really feel the tiredness. I am so exhausted. Excellent. When you attach an emotion or a funny image to a word, it sticks like glue. Now let's put everything together. I'm going to tell you a very short story. In this story, I will use some interesting English words. I want you to just listen and relax. See if you can understand from the context. Here is the story. Last weekend, I made a decision to go hiking in the mountains. The weather was absolutely gorgeous. The sun was shining and there were no clouds. I walked for 3 hours. The path was very steep. By the time I reached the top of the mountain, I was completely exhausted. I sat down on a rock and ate my sandwich. I was so hungry that the simple sandwich tasted delicious. Suddenly, a bird flew down. The bird was very strange. It had no feathers on its head. It was completely bald. It looked at my sandwich, stole a piece of bread, and flew away. I couldn't stop laughing. Host, did you catch our vocabulary words? Decision, a choice you make. Gorgeous, very beautiful. Exhausted, very tired. Delicious, tasty. Bald, having no hair or feathers. Because they are in a funny story, they are much easier to remember, right? We are coming to the end of our podcast today. You have done a fantastic job listening. Let's quickly review the 3 main secrets to remembering new English words. Learn in context. Never learn words alone. Always use full sentences about your own life. Use spaced repetition. Review your words tomorrow, next week, and next month. Make it emotional or funny. Create crazy pictures in your mind to make the word stick. Learning a language is a journey. It is not a race. Do not get angry at yourself if you forget a word. It is a normal part of the process. Just smile, look at the word again, and keep going. Now I have a small homework assignment for you. I want you to choose just one new English word today. Write it in a sentence about your life and tell someone about it. If you are watching this on YouTube, put your sentence in the comments below. I read every single comment, and I will correct your sentences. If you enjoyed this podcast and found it helpful, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel grow, and it tells me that you want more easy English podcasts just like this one. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.